Hello friends, my name is Plains, and this is a little bit of a weird intro since I'm compiling two singularly recorded videos into this episode, and yeah, I'm a bit sorry for that, but this has become necessary because the previous video I uploaded got corrupted by YouTube, so I'm going to add this at the end of this current video, so in case you feel like watching it, do so. It contains some very important information. Thanks for your understanding. And now on to the main video. Hello friends, my name is Plains, and I do have something interesting to show you. Along the way, I also have to apologize to a bunch of people who I've told that the shields currently scale in the square root function. Some research into shields has shown that they scale roughly linear at around 50 shield capacity per shield capacitor, and the recharge scales linearly at, I think it is 10 blocks per shield recharger. I'm not quite sure. Don't buy me on that, but shield capacity scales with roughly 50 capacity per placed block. It gets gradually worse the more shield capacitors you place, but that's roughly the scaling. Where to go on? Oh yeah, the important thing I wanted to show you. This blockiness that you're currently looking at, which is really ugly and nowhere near finished, is the beginnings of my redesign of my speed of the arrow. At the time, at the time it was a frigate. It's going to be now a dreadnought interceptor. Dreadnought interceptor because fully decked out with all the snazzy stuff. I predict this will weigh something like 34,000, counting in turrets and docked entities. So it does make a very hefty power figure. I wanted to show you something interesting, which I really thought was quite cool. As you see, I have these docked things here. These supply power to the ship. The technology I'm using for this is classified, I'm sorry, so I won't show you any details of that, but just wanted to share this with you, and we're going to take a small tour of my interior, which is finished. Only the docking area is still missing, and yeah, one very conveniently placed camera for me, so whenever I fly this around, it's not like really weird. I'm also going to check some stuff with you. Let's see, my jump drive computer says okay, this is interesting. It doesn't show everything, but okay. I also have a bunch of interesting stuff on here, so yeah, lots and lots of docking modules. I'm going to place another 8 docking modules on there, so that's something for certain. So let's just hop out the core and start an interior tour. Here originally were some plex doors, but well, there are no more. And this is my core room with the gravity unit and the faction module, Bobby AI stuff. This here goes to the maintenance corridors. Weird. Corridor here should continue. Guess I have to look into that. Let's take the other maintenance route and see if that is a little bit more fruitful. It is not. I guess I have misbuilt something here, so we can make adjusting on the fly, let's just say. Okay, problem taken care now. I basically had to remove a bunch of blocks which I've misplaced due to large size of docking area. So this were the maintenance corridors that go from the core to the docked entity things, which have a function I'm not going to tell. There's here a bridge. This here is supposed to be the navigator's seat, has a bunch of miscellaneous decoration. This is the weapons officer's seat, which soon gets replacement computers there, since this is still from the old version. Pilot seat with a glass screen, and yet to be made main monitor for the bridge. Above the bridge, through the plex doors here, as you see, is a hallway and some modules that are here. Weird. Guess they were misplaced. Let's see if they are on the lower bridge. Need to take care of them later. Don't want to bother with the symmetry. Through here is the main, like, living quarters for 8 people. They're practically all the same. A bed, some gravity units, a computer, a build block, which as of currently I think will put you outside the ship, so that's something to change. The captain's quarters with a small lounge area, his personal computer seat, some misplaced hull blocks. Oh man, I really need to clean this ship. This has gone to several refits, so there's misplaced blocks everywhere due to symmetry, derps and stuff. Way too big area at the moment. Okay. There's a pool shower area, and right in front of the captain's room is the elevator, which is a gravity elevator. So that's nice. Here is the main lounge where you can chill out. There also is your welcome people and the decontamination facility, so you can proceed up through there once you've gone through decontamination facility, and the med bay is here. Here's the decontamination facility. This is bound to a set of activation stuff, so like you open the door, you go in, you close the door, and the activation block runs a kind of sequenced light sequence in here. Once it's finished, you open the door again. The red lights here are bound to the activation modules, so that shows you if decontamination is still in progress. Some more misplaced modules. This here is the intensive care unit. Yeah, very well lit and lots of medical supplies, with an observation area from up top, so you can see your highly contagious patients without problems. Storage area, medical storage and stuff, and 2 bunk beds for your sickly people. Up in front of here originally was a docking area, which I have removed in turn of the refit. As of currently, the refit, I removed everything except for the interior and started rebuilding it anew, essentially. Yeah. This is the current ship. I will be going through beautification processes and everything. Wedging, smoothing. Well, currently it's very blocky, so you can expect the edges here to be smoothed, wedged, hulled, everything, turrets. So it'll look a lot better. This is just what a car would look like if you take off the chassis. Sorry. Yeah, the chassis and show the structure below with like the engine and the gearbox and everything. Take out the seats. This is what it would. This is what the ship is currently looking like. masses of currently will be roughly 20,000 once the weapons refit is finished and the hull is there, with another 12,000 thereabouts from turrets, so it's going to be fairly massive and slow, but it will be able to dish out lots of damage. And it won't have a power problem at all. It is fully jump drive capable, as I will show you in a second. And jump drive charges like really fast. Due to the exterior reactors, there is a capability included to and once the engine's redesign, well, the system structure design by Schema is in due, I really have extensive power capabilities on the ship if the system I'm using is not getting nerfed. So yeah, I hope this will be really good, really good and powerful on the server. As of currently, it sits at where is it at? Come on. Oh yeah, this is the generator unit. Generator sits at 1.1 million per piece. It's really cheap. Yeah. SOTA, yeah, currently sits at 75 million credits, and as it is there, it is fairly sturdy already, so shields are rather good and recharge is rather good. It doesn't have weapons yet, so that's a slight problem. Let's see if the stats page has refreshed, since I've gotten in and out of the ship again. Yeah, uses 4,500 of 17,000 blocks. Doesn't make sense, it should use something like 6,500 of 17,000 blocks. May need to tell that to Schema. Yeah, this is it. I have one thing on personal note I would like to end here. I don't understand why people think something like this is quote-unquote ugly. As this ships looking like this is a very important part of the design process. I know many people who build ships with the exterior first and then put in an interior. And then there are the people who, well, sorry, build the exterior first and then the ship's workings, technology in the interior. And there are people who start by the interior and then add the technology and then the exterior. And I'm one of the latter types of people, meaning I make the interior, I put the technology around, and then I add the exterior. And the exterior I add in a way with groups and stuff and blocks which are not shape relevant, like weapons are currently and shields are, and all sorts of stuff is not shape relevant at the moment. So yeah, this is how I make ships, and they really start to look like really interesting. At some point in the video you probably have seen my Speed of the Arrow, which is the currently one and only ship I really have finished. It weighed something like 18,000 with turrets, and you won't believe it, but I took on things that weighed 30-40,000 in this fine and beat them. So it really shows you what a properly engineered ship can do. And I feel that if you want to properly engineer a ship, you're going to have to build the core and the systems first, and then the exterior. So yeah, so I think that's a point of discussion i.e. we could do. You're of course free to fantasize how I'm going to use or to make the power supply to the main ship with the generators. You're free to post your ideas and stuff. I'm not going to answer if you're right or wrong, of course, since this is classified, like stealth technology from the ISA. Sorry, the USA. Almost misworded there. yeah, I would like you to thank for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, leave a like, click the like button. If you feel like you have to comment, then by all means comment. I've been your host for Planes. Thanks for watching and bye bye. Hello my friends again. This is for Planes again. And those who've watched my most recent video have most likely noticed that I'm making a video again. Yes, I am. So why is that? Well, since I've posted my very emotionally invested video up on YouTube and on Mushroom Fleet, where I was very annoyed about power supply and power drain beams and stuff, I have received a bit of feedback, which probably is on screen with the screenshot at the moment. This was about power supply, power drain beams and things and stuff, and what my criticism. Wrong one. I basically started complaining about the power supply and power drain beams and how they inadequately show what's going on. I am basically, how to say, ignorant about the fact that I've missed something, and that is this, probably this. And also that these stats here are not a by block basis, or so it seems. As you see, I have made some modifications to this, researching this very smoothly, and let's total this. Power stabilizes at 5,250. Going from 1,000. So if this were to be true and they went up to 4,800, because I have 4 blocks, 4 times, if this is on a by block basis, so my drain here, since I have 4 blocks, goes up by 4, so it's 4,800. And yes, it does. So, tally-ho everybody, I was wrong. So, please hold your horses everyone. Thank you. Now to update what I've said about what's going on. So what does this mean? Well, this means 1. Power supply beam are viable. 2. My big point of concern, stress for servers, wipe off the map. 3. Power beams scale linearly. I don't know to which extent, but they do. 4. This basically applies to any and every miscellaneous beam, aside from salvages, for I suppose since they are kept, I think, at 10 or 20 blocks or thereabouts, so you don't get ridiculous mining speeds. Also, that's better for your power overall. So, yeah. Also, progress on my ship in development, and yes, since this has now been confirmed, I will be fitting power supply modules to this. I apologize to the devs that I've missed this, and I thank the very on-edge person that probably name on screen and stuff. for pointing this out, since I've totally missed this. Anyways, that's been for me, and the short one. Basically, every point of critique I've brought in the last video is hereby already implemented by the devs and not valid anymore. So, thanks for listening to me. Forgive me for my previous rant. If you listened to my previous rant, I apologize for my wording. I've been really pissed. I thank all and everybody for their commenting and stuff, what they've done, and pointing out the mistake I made. Everybody's human. Comment, rate, subscribe, whatever you like. Since this is a YouTube video, you can do whatever you want. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.